December the 6th, 2017. The last few weeks, we've talked a lot about a big shift coming. A lot of people getting taken down. That Trump, Jeff Sessions, they were getting prepared for a major shift. We talked about it with QAnon and talking about it would possibly cause a political coup. But today, Harvey Weinstein, the Weinstein Corporation, Miramax Hit with the RICO lawsuit from 6 women. Guys, that changes everything when it goes from sexual harassment to a RICO lawsuit. Jeff Sessions knew exactly what he was doing. The report says 6 women filed a lawsuit Wednesday against Harvey Weinstein and current and former executives, listen, at both the Weinstein Company and Miramax, accusing the disgraced movie producer of sexual misconduct and a cover-up by his associates. Guys, this is like, they were like a mafia. It was filed in New York's U.S. District Court. The suit says the women encountered credible and objective threat of being blacklisted by Weinstein and major film producers such as Miramax and the Weinstein Corporation if they refused Weinstein's unwanted sexual advantages or complained about his behavior. The civil suit says the women were subjected to flashing, groping, fondling, harassing, battering, false imprisonment, sexual assault, attempted rape, and or completed rape. The proverbial casting couch was Harvey Weinstein's office of choice, a choice facilitated and condoned by the Weinstein Corporation and Miramax. This is in the suit. Now, the 6 women that filed the suit, got this thing started, they won a class action certification, but they've accused Weinstein, his associates, of complicit producers, attorneys, reporters, and other operatives of constructing what the suit calls the Weinstein Sexual Enterprise, which helped facilitate and conceal his pattern of unwanted sexual conduct. When this investigation first started, if you remember, Mossad agents were put in place by Weinstein to control these women. Each participant in the Weinstein Sexual Enterprise had a systematic linkage to each other participant through corporate ties. Man, they taking them down heavy, guys. Contractual relationships, financial ties, and the continuing coordination of their activities. The lawsuit says, claiming that the so-called enterprise violated the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organization Act, called the RICO Act. It's how they take out these big corrupt mafias and other organizations that are racketeering. So they're going, guys, for the jugular on this. In a statement, the 6 women said Harvey Weinstein is a predator. Bob knew it, the board knew it, the lawyers knew it, the private investigators knew it, Hollywood knew it, we knew it, and now the world knows it. Among the defendants, this is where it just keeps getting better. Named in the civil suit, they're not telling us all of them yet. There may be other investigations going on with a couple, but among the defendants named in the civil suit include New York Knicks owner James Dolan, Milwaukee Bucks co-owner Mark Lassery. The suit comes a day after the New York Times published, this was yesterday, a 7,800-word expose detailing how Hillary Clinton, Bob Weinstein, the Walt Disney Company, the Elite Talent Agency, CAA, and how they were all complicit in facilitating or enabling Harvey Weinstein's sexual abuse over a period of several decades. Did you hear the first name, guys? Hillary Clinton. Now, this is in the 7,800-word expose that came out yesterday. In this article, they only mention Weinstein, the Weinstein Corporation, Miramax, the owner of the Knicks, James Dolan, and the Milwaukee Bucks co-owner, Mark Lassery. But it comes after the this expose, guys, and the first name in it is Hillary Clinton, was tied in with Weinstein. And guys, she would fit perfect. The way that she probably used some of the same people Harvey did to control the victims of her husband. Guys, the RICO Act again, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act was put into place October 15th, 1970, enacted by the 91st U.S. Congress, and it was an Organized Crime Control Act, also called OCCA, and it's related to the control organization of crime in the U.S. Guys, again, this is a major game changer. Let me read you why. And this is the way to do it. It says, under RICO, a person who has committed at least 2 acts of racketeering activity drawn from a list of 35 crimes, 27 federal crimes, and 8 state crimes. They can come from that list. Within a 10-year period can be charged with racketeering if such acts are related in one of 4 specified ways to an enterprise. Those found guilty of racketeering can be fined up to $25,000 and sentenced to 20 years in prison per racketeering count. In addition, the racketeer must forfeit all ill-gotten gains and interest in any business gained through a pattern of racketeering activity. Do you realize the implications of this? From Hillary, Weinstein, Miramax, basketball teams, pro teams. When the U.S. Attorney decided to indict someone under RICO, they have the option of seeking a pretrial restraining order or injunction to temporarily seize the defendant's assets and prevent the transfer of potentially forfeitable property, as well as require the defendant to put up a performance bond. This provision was placed in the law because the owners of mafia-related shell corporations often absconded with the assets. An injunction and or performance bond ensures that there is something to seize in the event of a guilty verdict. Guys, and sometimes these people will make a deal to where they will forfeit everything to get out of it. And simply the reason that the government lets them do that is because they have nothing left to take. But in this case, they should take it all and charge them fully, because this type of activity should not go on, and I'm sure it's going to lead to some of the pedophiles that we've been talking about. So, again, we're looking at a major change in our nation right now. And how deep does this go? Will there be CIA relations tied to this? Look at all the other people that are. So, guys, again, we are on a verge of a major change, and let's pray that our president's well guarded. And, guys, I've got a feeling that before this article came out this afternoon, that if there were any injunctions about this RICO and the forfeiting and the pretrial restraining orders, they were probably already in place. Because, again, the whole thing of this forfeiture is to prevent them from running off with the assets. And you're going to have rats on this sinking ship. It says, in many cases, the threat of a RICO indictment can force defendants to plead guilty to a lesser charge, in part because the seizure of assets would make it difficult to pay a defense attorney, despite its harsh provisions. Listen, a RICO-related charge is considered easy to prove in court, as it focuses on patterns of behavior as opposed to criminal acts. And guys, this is pattern after pattern and many people involved. Again, if you have any information about the multiple arrests and charges going down in the Virginia area, Washington, D.C., put them in the comments below. I've heard different things that could be MS-13 related, opiate related, things like that. Not sure yet, but looking forward to your comments. This is a heads up. Be safe.